Okay.
Oh!
Yeah, I know. I know. I can explain.
Say what, say what, say what? Yeah. Girl, you know what's up. Say what, say what, say what? Girl, you know what's up.
For those who are new here, my name is Aniska, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah, so I've been away for a long time. It's been a while. Um, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 years. 4 years. Yeah. I promise it's not intentional. That mosquito you need to move.
Oh!
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's not intentional. I just I didn't get around to. Alright, let me not cap. The last video that I did speaking here was before I left to go to university. And now I'm returning and I am leaving university. Yeah, that sound bad. That sound bad for true. But let me explain for real, for real. Let me explain. I am the problem. It's me. It's nobody else but me. Um, I kind of have a little syndrome. God, I'm not gonna use that word. Not that word, but I am my biggest enemy, and I'm afraid of people. I'm afraid of people and the anxiety of walking around with a camera. That did kind of hold me down. That did hold me down big time. Me did being a fool afraid, but the social anxiety kind of start creep a little bit, little bit down the line, like maybe a month ago or so. Such a coincidence, right? When I'm leaving. Such a coincidence, right? But yeah, we didn't care too much. And not gonna lie, I was doing a lot, so I genuinely didn't have the time. I didn't have as much time, and really and truly, that would have been the perfect thing to come on YouTube with, like living on dorm was an experience. I lived on campus, on the House of Residence, University of Technology. I lived on dorm for 4 years, and for me, it was 4 exciting years and a 4 year experience that really changed who I am as a person. So when I look back at that video, that last video I did before I really never really show my face here again, it's a completely different girl. I look at that girl and I'm like, poor thing that know wagwan. Poor thing that have a clue. Poor thing that have a clue wagwan in this world. Why? Experience really changes you, and I do think that I am a different person. I'm a better person, and I'm continuing to learn and figure out who I am. I know who I am, but more experiences will teach you different things and different characteristics and stuff. But yeah, with that being said, I went to my Instagram because that is what I wanted to do this video about. Basically, my entire university journey, and for persons that had questions about my journey, what they wanted to hear and stuff. So we're gonna go down into those questions. And if you have reached this far, and I know you have not done so yet, please subscribe, click the subscribe button, and be a part of the family. Alright, so let's get into the first question. Intermission. Please, please. Just give me a second, please. Okay, so the first question is, what was my first impression when I first arrived at university? Well, there was really not much of an impression, to be honest. It was COVID. Like, the school was empty. The school was empty. It was literally just us, the persons that lived on dorm. There are 7 halls there, and it was one person per room at the time. Long gone are the days. But yeah, one person to a room. So the community was small. It wasn't much of us. The campus was empty. The school did lock down completely. Like, there was nothing happening. Online classes, online everything. Everything did online. The live them on Instagram with the party them, cause we couldn't have face-to-face party. Gone on YouTube and Instagram, we stream them and send up on a fire emoji and them stuff there. Yeah. It's not what it is now. But really and truly the first impression, I don't really have much of a first impression on the university per se, because the university experience was dorm really for me. My first impression was really, what's gonna happen? How is this gonna go? I just had a lot of questions because, one, I was new to university. I was new to going on into life on my own, living at my parents' house from a band. I've never been on my own. I went to an all-girl boarding school, but I never boarded, I traveled. So it was my first time leaving home. So I didn't really know what to expect. So that was really my first impression. What is this going to be like? Will I like it? Is it going to be something that I want to be a part of? I don't know, but we'll see, you know. The next question was, what program or major did you study and why did you choose it? Okay, so the program that I did was in the School of Computing and Information Technology, and my major was in computer science. I know. I get it every day. I don't look like a tech girl. Don't look like a comp-sci student because everything I do at school is not comp-sci related. But yes, I am a skip girl at heart. And why did I choose it? I got to know lie. I'm not even a girl, you know. I never have no reason why I did choose it, to be honest. When I was leaving sixth form, first of all, I did sixth form because I never know what I did want to do. I really liked business, but don't drag me do not come for me. I never want to come to university come study business. Really and truly. What I really wanted to do was performing arts, but I didn't want to go to Edna Manley simply because I didn't want my hobbies to turn into a chore or for it to feel like a job or possibly disliking it because I'm studying it. So the next best thing at the time and what I was good at and what I really liked was computer science. So I said, okay, computer science, this is what we're going to work with. And it makes sense because really and truly technology take over the world right now and it's a good field to be in. So I said, okay, this is going to work. This is what will work. So I applied and I enrolled, and that's how I chose computer science as my course of study. Next question. Did you join any clubs, sports, or student organizations? Okay, so as it relates to clubs, the club that I joined was the dance ensemble that's under the Center for the Arts. At first, I did not know that they had a dance group. Because if we didn't know, we would have did it by my eyelash from orientation start. But I didn't know about it, so my first semester had passed and I didn't know that they had that as a club. And in the second semester, I found out that they had a group and they have rehearsals 4 to 7 every Friday. And I was like, how did I not know about this? Come on, this is what I love to do. So ever since then, up to now, I have been a part of the dance ensemble, and that has literally been the saving grace of my entire university experience. Because figuna know me can't do the book business, just book. Don't get me wrong, I do good in school. I do good in school, but I cannot not be a part of extracurricular activities. I will go mad. I will mentally go insane. So the fact that they had a club and it was a club that had something to do with what I'm passionate about, which is dancing, was perfect. And it was literally my escape after the long online class. Then the online class, then cheese and peas, and couldn't wait for school, go back to face. I couldn't do the online school, guys. I couldn't do the online school. Like, I understand that some persons thrive in, not being able to interact with people, but me have to interact with people. Me have to, something about being around people physically, it make me, I thrive in that environment. So like, not being able to learn in a classroom setting, I feel like I definitely would have done better. Not saying me do bad, guys. Me just say, if I had face-to-face classes from the beginning of my school year to now, them not have nothing for me, guys. Them would have nothing for me. But yeah, so yeah, point to note, yeah, so we've been to JCDC every single year, and every year we get a national award, guys. Big up UDC every day, yeah. And to my surprise, this year I came out of my box. This year I came out of my shell a little bit, and I choreographed a piece for UDC, and that piece got gold and went straight to nationals, guys. Oh my god! We never get the national award, but we make it to nationals, and for that I am going to put it on a certificate and frame it so that I can remember that I did that, but it was really eye-opening experience, and definitely to be a part of a group like that where we kind of build each other up and we work on each other's strengths and weaknesses. I definitely could not have done it without them. But yeah, big up UDC, yeah, sports, student organizations. Ever since I've been on dorm, for the 4 years I've been on dorm, I have been in student leadership for at least 3. I was the entertainment and cultural coordinator for the MJX Coffee Hall in my 2nd year. My 3rd year, I was the joint entertainment and cultural coordinator for the Halls of Residence. And in my final year, I joined the student union. I was elected, and I was the resident students representative in my final year. Next question. Was it easy to make friends? Yeah. How do I put this? Yes, alright. It was easy to make friends for me, because I am not a social butterfly, but I am a social butterfly. I don't know how to explain that. I'm an introvert extrovert, so I wouldn't say I'm friendly, but people talk to me and I talk back to them. So I wouldn't say it was hard for me to make friends. But university is a whole learning experience as it relates to friends. But definitely it was not hard to make friends. Next question. 3 things you wish you knew before starting university. You won't always get it right at the first time. University is a whole different transition from high school to university. I wish they had a manual. I wish they had a manual to like guide us through. But what I wish I knew, that you not have to be so hard on yourself if you fail. Me hate fail, guys. Me hate fail. But coming to university, you have to, I know the end of the world. You feel something, I know the end of the world. And I wish I knew that, because me kind of put a lot of pressure upon myself to maintain a specific grade. And if me never get them grade there, maybe that crash out. But I just completely crash out because I'm just not used to that. But university things get harder. It's a whole different dynamic. So what would work for you in high school, it's not gonna work in university. And it takes a lot of experimenting with what works for you, what doesn't, balancing, time management. It's completely different, and I just wish I had given myself some more grace, because I didn't get it right until my final year, guys. 4 years I go to school and I never get it right in my last year, because each year came with something different, something that I have never experienced before. So I think what I wish I knew was giving myself more grace and just being open to what this journey is going to present to you and what you're willing to learn and what you're willing to adjust, really and truly. Second thing I wish I knew, me wish me did teach myself a skill in a COVID. I wish me did teach myself how to do nails, or how to do hair, or how to do makeup to a specific standard. I wish me did learn how to do a skill, because Jesus Christ, it rough out here. Me not have it, me not have it, me not have it. Me not have it, me not have it, me not have it. Why? Life's so expensive. Like, I appreciated being home and not having to spend my own money throughout university. Yeah. Because everything, as you blink your money done, you know, do nothing with the money, you know. The money done. So what I wish I knew, I wish I had like a side hustle or something, like something I could have monetized and I could have put some extra cash in my pocket. So like, if you are coming to university and you know say you have a skill, don't sit down on it. Don't sit down on it. Get a little business, get your business page, get your business your cards and stuff, and market yourself, because you can really go far away. Third thing I wish I knew before uni. No business with people. No business with people. Yeah. Whether you do good people I go chat. Whether you do bad people I go chat. No matter what you do, people are going to always chat. Don't make people put you in a depression, make you feel like you're going on a sinking hole. Just do you and always do you. Don't business with nobody, and don't feel like you must change yourself because people are tough. Listen, at the end of the day, you're going to come at this place here, or you're going to go into places and you're not going to see back some of them people ever in your life. So just do what works best for you. And just always be yourself, no matter what you think people are going to say. Always be you, who you are. Yeah, that's my advice. Okay, next question. How did I handle leadership with dorm life, social life, and school? Did I handle it or did it handle me? That's the real question. Okay, let's be serious. For those who don't know, living on dorm it's not for everybody. I'll just say it's not for everybody, and it's a lot. And if you're not that strongest soldier, I don't know, but you have to kind of have an open mind towards things, because it's a lot. And living on dorm, You can't just live fun down. You have to do things, and while doing things and participating and being active, you still have to do your work. And the cons of participating can allow you to get lost in being a part of, and forget say you come to school to do your degree. Your book first, because at the end of the day, if your GPA don't reach, you will probably not get back at space. So it was hard figuring out that balance at first, and that within itself, plus staying on top of my schoolwork, along with having leadership positions and also a personal life. Me not go around and me not go around the bush. It did hard. It did very hard. I mean, I don't know how me still standing. Me I go tell you. I mean, I don't know how me still standing right now. But it's the grace of God and prayers where Him hear me pray and ask to stay grounded and stay on top of things and don't lose myself, because it really is easy to lose your mind. But I would say the best thing is to just understand what your goals are and what you want to achieve within all of it, and really actually just have a safe space. Just make sure you have something that allows you to be able to breathe and de-stress your mind a little bit, because if you're not breathe and de-stress, you'll be mad. And that's why I'm telling you, say me can't do the book thing. And that's why I'm glad I had dance, because I really and truly that stabilized me. Like, that's the only time I think about absolutely nothing. Like the little 3 hour me get on a Friday for just dance is therapeutic. It's really and truly my therapy, and that's what kept me going and kept me mentally stable to a certain extent throughout these years. Like, just having a friend or two and say, guys, I want to go on a walk. I just want to breeze out my brain. Like, those little things help to keep me grounded and keep me stabilized. After I breeze my mind a little bit and clear my head, I can always come back and organize back myself with what we have to do based on my schedules and stuff, really and truly. Yeah. Next question. How was your transition from sixth form to uni as it relates to studying? When I come to university, I did not wonder if when I did high school, I did study for real. Because I never do them kind of studying dates in my life. In high school, I never know nothing name all-nighters. As 10 o'clock come, I got out of my bed. Suppose me did do all-nighters in high school. Right! Me would be an all-A student in a high school. Because I did good. I did good in high school. I did pretty good. But suppose me did do them something there. Nobody could have talked to me. But as it relates to studying, is a whole different ball game. You know, like how in a high school, say you get the content for CXC, right? And you do them something from 4th form. That's a 2 year. All of that content in a 4 months. 4 months. It's a lot, and them now baby you, them now spoon feed you. You come and you want your degree, you have to read for your degree. Them now go give you everything, and then go come in a class, come teach everything either. You have to do your part, and with doing your part, that may look like not going to your bed until after 5. Like my sleep schedule right now, it's so hard to get back a proper sleep schedule, a proper eating schedule. Because with me, I say living on dorm, class finishes at 9. For a regular student, classes finish at 9. Which means any dorm activities that they have, it's after 9 p.m. And if you have events that prepare for and stuff, them use after 9 p.m. to kind of prepare and have those activities and stuff. I remember say you want your space, so you have to participate. You can't just sit down in your room and do book because everybody have book to do and everybody have a degree to get. But you can't just, lock off yourself. So while participating and doing all of those things, after them there's something they done, say 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. For me, I did usually around 2, 3. That's all. In the morning, early morning, that's when I study. And since then, it's just hard for me to study at daytime. I cannot study during the day because, as I say, at school, when at night time I live in a dorm, the campus is relatively empty. And I cannot study in my room because anyway I go to sleep. I can't tell you that. So my room look too comfortable. I have to make myself comfortable. So when I'm in my room, I go sleep. I go sleep. So I try not to study in my room. So I find somewhere to go, a classroom, a gazebo or something. And it kind of provide me with the environment to say, okay, you go get work done. No. Nobody now walk up and down, you not see no whole heap of movement around you, you not see no heap of bird. You might see dog and cat and frog. Yeah, you see them do something there, but that distracting. And my attention span little bit so. So I'm easily distracted. So yeah. The morning period is when I study. And after that, depending on the time classes I have, and it's really hard not to get 8 a.m. classes. 8 a.m. classes and 9 a.m. classes. So imagine that. Living on dorm, you have your class then done 9 o'clock, you have whatever activities that not done till probably 1 a.m., 2 a.m. If you find time to study between there, so, and me don't know, that morning period, you find your time study and then you have class 8 o'clock. And then you're going to have class for the whole day and probably have a 1 hour, 2 hour gap. Me don't know how me still standing, guys. Me don't know. I don't know how me still living. But it's completely different from high school. That's like I wish there was a manual. And really and truly for people coming to university, if you really and truly know what you come expect, just nobody make them use it as one example. Because it's hard. It's easy. It's really hard, and especially knowing if it is that you have a procrastination problem and you have problem managing your time and you have problem prioritizing. If you have all of those problems and you don't know what you want, it's something I go teach you. Something will teach you how to change whatever balance you have going on. And as I say, for the 4 years then we have a 4 different routine I have to get because each year come with something different and we never experience it. So whatever I did think work last year can't work this year because there's something else that was not a part of my routine before, so that might not work. You understand? But yeah, it's just really and truly a matter of figuring out what works for you. I really and truly figuring out what works for you. Figuring out what works for you. That's the mantra for university. Because what might work for somebody else might not work for you. So you can't use somebody else's routine and well, you can test it out and see if it works, but it might not be what's best. You understand? So you kind of have to figure it out by your own. Yeah. Okay, which year was my best year? Academic wise, my final year. As I said, it took the 4 years at university to kind of figure out what works for me, like the balance. And I guess the different leadership positions and things that I'm a part of kind of help with that, because it kind of helped me. It helped me to manage my time. It helped me to prioritize. It helped me to deal with different people and different personalities. It helped me to deal with personal issues like figuring out how to control myself and not allowing my internal problems to affect everything else around me and the people around me and the other things that I have to do. I think that also helped with me being able to stick to a plan and stick to a routine. So academic wise, I think my final year I did my absolute best. Why third year people God Jesus, I don't know what third year of my body. Jesus Christ. Third year me chew me up and spit me out. I don't know. I failed 2 modules in a third year and I was devastated. I never failed money in my life. I have to wait till third year. Third year. To feel module, girl. Get it together. Third year you want to feel module? Are you crazy? Third year when you still get major, you know. Me can't go back, you know. And at that time, I could not do grade forgiveness for the module because you could have only do grade forgiveness for level 1 and level 2. Level 3, the GPA, I said Jesus Christ, the GPA was good. The GPA was kind of so. Me save it still. Me save it in the name of Jesus. But I was devastated. But as I said, you have to learn and realize, you know, it's not the end of the world. You feel it, you just have to come back again. You can't make the same mistakes, figure out a different strategy and do it again. And that's all me have to kind of just accept in my brain to kind of guide me forward. Because you stressing and balling and hollering over the facts that you feel not help you to pass it again. And it not change the facts that you feel, you don't feel. You understand? So it's kind of, you know, trying to look forward. But yeah, my last year was my best year. Dorm wise, experience wise, definitely my first year. I don't know what about COVID. I don't know what about COVID was just so memorable. Like everything about my first year, me remember clearly, vividly. Like even though my first year, Jesus Christ, my first year. My first year, I went through a lot, man. I went through a lot in my first year. But I don't regret it because as I said, it made me there. So it's allowed me to be where I am today and allowed me to be the person I am today and stuff. But yeah, it was just such a time to be alive. I wish everybody could have get one dumb experience living and during COVID. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. You just had to be there. The first year was my ideal college experience. I guess because it was me getting accustomed to a new environment, why it was so memorable for me. But knew everything, having an open mind, trying new things. Me did boring. Me did always boring, but you know, me I say like, you know, we're not getting these years back. So we just still have to embrace the time, the moment, and make the most of it. And I'm so glad that I did that because if me never do it, would I regret it? Yeah. Last question. What advice would you give to someone about to start university? I'm opening the camera for this. Know yourself. Know who you are. If you don't know the person you are, if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what you want to be influencing you, you will lose yourself. You will completely forget who you are if you are not strong with who you are. So if you're really and truly coming into university and you don't necessarily know or you haven't figured out who you are yet, you just have to be firm in what you believe. Be firm in your principles. Principle. That word, principle. University made me as big people, big adults. a lot of people don't know what is principle or what principles are. And that to me is crazy. Because, I forgot that for another video. But, yeah. Do not allow anybody to peer pressure you into what you know you are not. You understand? If you don't want to do something because you feel like it's not a part of your beliefs or it's not what your moral is, maybe I just so you come by, don't force somebody to make you do what you don't want to do. A university is a playground for that. If you want to do it, sure. But if you don't want to do it, don't make nobody force you to do what you don't want to do. Because at the end of the day, if something happens, you cannot take it back. You cannot reverse time. And then what comes after that is just the effect of the cause. And you have to go through a whole process to clean up and... But yeah, just be who you are. Be firm in yourself and believe in yourself. That's the advice I have to give. So it's coming to the end of this video and I can't wait to come up with more content for you guys. And if you have not already, please go subscribe so me can feel like you don't want to watch me, so me can use my time out and make the video them full up and so you understand. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Thank you for coming and reaching this far into the video because you have made it to the end, and see you guys in the next video.